sure. Yeah. Wow, I had this in my teeth the whole time. Hey guys, and welcome back to Madeline's Avenue. If this is your first time, welcome. My name is Madeline. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button because you clicked on this video for a reason, so you're here to stay. And if you're a return subscriber, hey guys, welcome back. So yeah, today I have an episode of Talk Time with Em, which I will label this as a very special episode because in this episode I'll be talking about a personal experience, and I rarely talk about my personal experiences, and I don't think I'll be touching in depth on my personal experience, just what I learned basically. And this is just going to be what I learned from university, like the one thing that I took out of university. And that one thing is actually one word which obviously has different synonyms, and I'm going to try and use them in those different synonyms. It's called patience, resilience, or let me just use the word faith, right? Basically with faith, it's like you've asked God for something, right? And he has heard you, and now you're just waiting for it to happen. Like, you know you've asked for it, right? You know that he has heard you, but you just can't see it, but it's definitely happening. Like, basically faith is what you can't see happening right now that is going to happen. And the reason why I'm using that to describe my experience or the lesson that I learned from school is because that is exactly literally how my 4 years went. When I entered into school in first year, my parents told me to study computer science. Now I was like, okay. Actually, it was to be between accounting and computer science, and I did not want to pick accounting because if you were my set in Atlantic Hall and you did accounting with me, you would know that I did not pass that class really well. Like, it wasn't really like my favorite class. And ICT, that's what it was called then. I don't know if it has been changed now, but information and communication technology, that was what it was called then. And it was like a really easy breezy course for me. Obviously all we're doing was Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Access, all those things. So I thought, I might as well go with computer science because I already like ICT and it's something that I love doing. Now when I entered in first year, I was like, what's going on here? Like, after my first semester, I was like, Madeline, what are you doing here? Like, what's going on? And obviously, if you can't even handle your first semester, what's to say you can handle the remaining 7 semesters? So I decided to ask myself, like, sis, what are you going to do? So I just kept on going, and as time went on, it just got more difficult. I kept on asking myself, what am I doing here? Obviously, with computer science, there are some people that are coming in that don't even know anything, like myself. There's people that are coming in already experienced, they've done a couple of these things before just to prep themselves before they get here. And so I would always try my best to go to those people to ask for help. But it was very, very difficult for me because I am an international student, so it was very difficult for me to mingle with the rest of them. And I would always just go to those people for help, and then before the semester is over, it's like they've dropped the whole thing as a major, or they've dropped the course. And it's like, sis, if these people are dropping, then what exactly, what are you doing here? These are the people that you would ask for help, right? If they are dropping the course, if they are dropping the major, then what are you doing here? Also, it got to a point where it's I'm the only girl in the class, or I'm 1 out of 2 girls in the class, and it was just so difficult because it's just me, or it's just me and this other girl in the class of 18 people, and then the rest are guys, right? So it was how are you going to do this? But thankfully there was this one guy that was really, really constant in all of my computer science classes, or in most of my computer science classes, and so I would always ask him for help from time to time, not all the time. So I guess I would say I had him as a little bit of hope, right? That it's oh, if you don't know this, you can ask him, you can even ask your professor. And the thing with computer science is that the professors make it so difficult for you to even get a passing grade. So it's you would need to work 3 times as hard as you thought you would need to in order to actually pass, right? So at that point, like, you know, from first year down to fourth year, like, I just had to be patient, because there were days where I was like, Madeline, are you sure you're not going to drop this course? Like, are you sure you're not going to drop this whole thing? Like, is it worth the mental breakdown you're going through almost every week? Is it worth the crying? Is it just worth all this pain? And obviously, seeing as I had no one in school to really like be there for me, like, I mean, I can count the number of friends I have at school with my hands, and none of them are computer science majors. And so because I was by myself in that major, the pressure was just so much on me. And sometimes I'll talk to my best friends from time to time. 2 of them are computer science majors, so they understood what I was going through, and they would always also commend me, you know, like, Madeline, you're literally doing this thing by yourself. I don't know how you're doing it, but you're so strong. Like, you're almost done, just keep on going. And so I would say, from the people that I would talk to and the messages they would give to me, those are the things that like really motivated me to keep on pushing. And I know that if I didn't have those people in my life, I don't know where I would have been today. Like, literally every single day I wake up and I'm like, God, is this really me? Like, I have a Bachelor of Science degree in computer science, madelineudowa. It's crazy, because like 4 years ago, I never thought that this would be me today, or this is what I would be graduating out of university with today. And you know, I just thank God for it. But yeah, one thing I wanted to tell you guys when it comes to like patience or perseverance, or let me look for the meaning of perseverance to make sure that I'm saying the right thing. Steadfastness in doing something despite difficulty or delay in achieving success. Yes, that, I think, yes, that's the word, perseverance. That's the word I was looking for. Like, in my 4 years in university, that's the one thing that I would say that kept me through. And I was talking to my best friend the other day, and I was telling her that, honestly, if not for God, like, where will I be now? And she was like, yes, give props to God. Like, he really did that. He really was there with you throughout. But another thing, God helps those who help themselves. So if he didn't see that I was putting the work in, that I was, you know, pushing to try and get this, he would not have helped me. And that's one thing I want to talk about. You know, things are very difficult. STEM majors are difficult. All majors are difficult, right? And if we just give up immediately, then it's like, do we really want it? Is this something that we're really yearning for? Like, that's why I brought up faith, because faith is like the things that you're hoping in God for, but you can't see them now, but you've asked God for, and you're just having faith in him that they will come to pass. Meanwhile, he already knows that it's going to happen, but you're just there waiting, like, when is this going to happen, right? You just have to keep on pushing, guys. I don't know how to express this enough. Keep on pushing. Regardless of the grade you get in that one assignment, regardless of how tough that test was, regardless of, you know, what your professor is telling you, keep on pushing. I remember one of my professors, and God bless this professor, because he was the one professor who was kind of there egging me on, like pushing me. He's like, you know, yeah, you probably didn't do well in this, but the thing is that you understand the theory part. You just need to keep on practicing the coding part. You're almost there, you've got it. Like, I know that you will pass the class. Just keep on doing it. If you need help, I'm here. And I was like, wait. You yourself, you're not even thinking that you can do this, but your own professor, like, he literally believes that you've already passed the class. So it's like, you just need to, like, just keep on going, despite how difficult it is, despite how tasking it is, despite how ugly it looks right now. Just keep on going. Just, like, no matter what, just keep on going. And that's something that I say to myself every day, and this can be used in every aspect of life, be it YouTube, be it your business that you're trying to build, be it a brand that you're trying to, you know, build up, be it, you know, even like just every part of life, education, everywhere, work, everywhere. Keep on pushing. And I know that when you keep on pushing, or when you keep on, you know, trying to get something, it gets to a point where it can start to affect your mental state, and at that point, that's where you know that you need God. And I'm not saying that you should only need God just to help you with that. You should need God, period, in life, because he's the only one that can help us maneuver this thing called life, honestly. But whenever you're going through something, whenever you're going through a tough time, you should just always know that God is there to help you. So despite how hard, or how hard it wants to hit your mental state, just keep on pushing, and also push as well in prayer, because guys, prayer really helps. Like, that one-on-one conversation with God is something that you need to hold on close to. And also reading the Bible also helped me. I actually started reading the Bible at the beginning of the year. I'm currently in Joshua now, so it's something that, you know, I'm currently, like, it's continuous, that I'm continuously doing, and I'm hoping to reach the end of the Bible, you know, whenever I reach the end. But my own hope is just to continuously read the Bible and to continuously just stay in His Word, and always just make sure that I talk to God every morning and every night, because once He sees that, you know, you're always communicating with Him the things that are going on, He would always help you. So I think that that's just one thing that I really wanted to touch on like, that's just the one thing I have really learned. If anything, I mean, life-wise, or not like school-wise, but life-wise, when it came to university, perseverance. You need to keep on going on, and I know that it's difficult. Trust me, I have lived it. I know that it is very difficult. Actions, well, I was about to say actions speak louder than words, which is true, but the words are the things that motivate the action to happen. Like, if you say you want to do something, once you say that you want to do something, you will start getting into it. You will start working towards achieving that goal that you have set for yourself. So I just think that if there's anything we should learn from my experience in school, like, I can talk more about it in depth, but what I really want us to learn from this life is perseverance. I think that's just the topic or the lesson from today. Perseverance. Like, continuously do that thing despite how difficult it is, despite how delayed it is, like how delayed you are into reaching your goal. Do it, and just do it well. Make sure that you have done your best. Just make sure that you put in your all, and you just leave the rest to God. So always just continuously push for whatever you want in this life. Continuously push. You will get there. You will get there no matter what, and I am living proof that you will get there no matter what. It was a very difficult 4 years, but I thank God for everything. I thank God for the lessons I learned. And that's another thing, I actually had to learn about perseverance. If not, I wouldn't be the kind of person that I am today. Because I remember, was it 2018, ending of 2018, this guy that I actually liked at the point, he told me, he's like, I can't remember what it was they're talking about, and he's like, you're so impatient, like, you need to, well, actually it was 2019, but he was like, you're so impatient, like, relax, stop getting upset easily, like, relax, be patient, just calm down, basically. And that was how I used to be before. I was always very rushful about things, or always very just basically rushing things, and it's like, no sis, relax, calm down, be patient, take your time. Like, it's like I always just wanted it to end immediately, but no, like, you shouldn't yearn for things to end immediately, but for things to end well. And sometimes in order for things to end well, they take a lot of time. So just always, like, guys, just perseverance, carry it in your head every day. Ask God to give you that zeal to continuously look to Him, and to continuously push yourself to do the things that you need to do despite how difficult it may look now. That's just one thing that I just wanted us, like, or that I just wanted to relate to you guys today. And I really hope that it actually touched someone. I don't know, God was like, you just need to tell them this part, you just need to let them know. And I really do hope it touched someone. If you guys want to talk about it more one-on-one, or if you guys want me to expand on anything else, just let me know in the comment section, or you can message me on Instagram at madeline__ben, and I will definitely respond to it, because this is something that took me 4 years to learn, and I'm glad that, you know, I was able to learn it. I'm really glad that I was able to learn it, because that has really changed my whole perspective on life itself. And yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, and let me know what else you'd like to see on my channel. Let me know if you're kind of stuck in that place of, you know, like, learning about perseverance, and, you know, just trying to figure all that out. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share, and yeah, bye guys.